Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. It's Kalonji Pro Profile taking on Albion SC Atlanta. Larry Weaver is going to be here right on ASMG TV to bring you all this action tonight here at Charlie Jordan Field, Shiloh Stadium here in Snellville, Georgia. You take a look at the leaderboard as we stand right now. And it is Kalonji Pro Profile's season to win, because all they have to do is win out. If they win this match tonight, they will be guaranteed to be the champions, because they will be 1 point ahead of Potros FC. Potros FC currently with 1 point. So this makeup game is a make or break for Kalonji Pro Profile. We'll step away for the opening ceremonies. Opening ceremonies just wrapping up here at Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School here in Snellville, Georgia. It is Kalonji Pro Profile taking on Albion SC Atlanta in the UPSL Conference, Georgia Conference Premier Division. And like I was saying just before the opening ceremonies, this is down to the last week, week 16, and it is all about Kalonji. Can they finish the deal and get the regular season title once again. Currently 1 point in the lead over Potros FC, 4 points ahead of Georgia Revolution. They have this makeup game and one more match on Sunday, and it will be all wrapped up. This is week 16, the beginning of week 16 here in the Georgia Conference. This is the last week of the Premier Division. You see all the matches that are going to be this week, and that is right there on your screen. 2 makeup games going on today. Pachuca, Georgia is currently taking on FC Columbus Elite over at Lenora Park. Kalonji Pro Profile and Albion SC Atlanta, they'll be going here in just a few seconds. And then on Saturday, Fountain City FC and Dalton United, FC Birmingham, UMA, FC Columbus Elite, Potros FC, Georgia Revolution, Lamino, Georgia. Sunday, Georgia Athletic, North Georgia, Albion SC Atlanta, Pachuca, Georgia. Then the Shiloh Derby, Kalonji Pro Profile taking on SSL. And then on next Wednesday, we finish the season, Lamino, Georgia, and Albion SC Atlanta. If Kalonji Pro Profile wins this match, it's all over. The season is theirs. If they don't, it'll go to the final week, or the final match, which will be on Sunday against SSL, and then we will crown a champion here in the Georgia Conference. It'll be Pachuca, Georgia, that'll get us underway here in the first half. They're wearing the all-blue kits, and they're moving from left to right. Kalonji Pro Profile in their traditional all-white kits, moving from right to left. Sliding all right across the face of goal in front of Lionel Sakui. But it'll go out. It'll be a goal kick. A few players back in this starting 11 for Kalonji Pro Profile. Grant Carr back in that left back role, being away for a few weeks. Kamani Irving will give it over to Grant Carr. He's trying to get it forward to Kalen Kalonji, but he's not able to get that one, and it is in Albion's possession. Gary Daniel will lay it off. Good little flick there for the Albion man, but not able to get there in front of Lionel Sakui. He controls it. As we have a beautiful little bit of a rainbow that is going across the backside of the field, as we had rain showers before the match tonight. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji Pro Profile, cleared away by Albion SC Atlanta. And just like that, that's how quickly Kalonji Pro Profile can pounce on a team. And this will be a early corner for Kalonji. It'll be an in-swinger, quickly taken, takes it short into central of the pitch. Laid off. It'll go all the way back to Demise. Demise, he'll go over. Good threading of the needle to Hilton. He lays it right back. Shot, and that one's well over the bar. New ball. You take a look at that first opportunity that Kalonji had. You see just winning possession right there. Immediately moving the ball forward is Kalen Kalonji. Trying to slot it across, and good work by the center back for Albion, who just nicks it away and knocks it out for what was that first corner. Out of the back over Kalen's head. Working down the far side. Still able to keep it in was Kalonji. They're going to move it forward. Kalen has it. He works that around the Albion man. Trying to work it around was Hilton, and he is going to be knocked out. It'll be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. Back underway is Kalonji Pro Profile. Over here to the near side with Grant Carr. He moves it forward. He'll get it right back, give it to Kamani Irving. He'll look to go long over to the far side to Hilton. Hilton's able to control it, but he chests that one right off and into the side area of the pitch. It'll go out for a throw for Albion. Said Kalonji Pro Profile came into this match in first place. Albion SC Atlanta, they're currently in 13th place. They are in the one remaining relegation spot for this Premier Division spring season, as FC Birmingham has unfortunately earned a relegation spot. They will go down to Division 1 in the fall of 2025. The first time that they have gone down into Division 1 in quite some time. That one will be knocked out by Demise. Carr was able to clear that away. Now here comes Kareem Tamimi down the near side. He slides it across over to Hilton. Hilton has an opportunity, controls it, holds up. Not able to get that one released in time and allowed the Albion defense to just cover all of the spots, not allow him to make that shot on goal. This one will go all the way back to Lionel. As we are getting near the end of this regular season, will also be time for ASMG to award the regular season awards that we always do at the end of the season. So you will be seeing, we'll have the Golden Boot Award. Currently is well in the lead by Potros FC's Nazario Mbamio. He currently has 5 goals ahead of everybody else. See right there, Nazario Mbamio with 15 goals, Ronald Maradiaga with 10 for North Georgia United. So it'll be a high tide unless Ronald Maradiaga pulls off a double hat trick this weekend. It will be Nazario Mbamio's Golden Boot. And it's good to see Nazario back at the top of the table. He's been there before. He had opportunities with Atlanta Rovers and with Georgia Athletic, and now over with Potros FC. Ronald Maradiaga and Emmanuel Lom with just a baker's dozen and then more for North Georgia United. But it will be Nazario Mbamio with that. We'll also have the Coach of the Year Award. We will also have the Manager of the Year Award. And we will have the Golden Glove Award that we will issue at the end of the year. ASMG has already decided on the Golden Glove Award. That award will be given posthumously to David Magala of Kalonji Pro Profile, as he, before his untimely death, was the top goal stopper of the UPSL Georgia Conference. Again, bottom two teams will be relegated to Division I. This Albion SC Atlanta team is currently in 13th spot, which would be the second relegation, but they're not far out. Fountain City FC, they have 8 points. Fountain City FC has 9. FC Columbus Elite has 12, so they should be safe, especially if this Albion SC Atlanta team loses tonight to this Kalonji Pro Profile. They're the one team that has 3 games to make up, this game and 2 more. So they still could mathematically hold on. And you heard our very own Andre Bomar this week on the Back Pass episode kind of try to break down some of all of the playoff potentials for teams. After this weekend, top 8 teams will move on to the regular season playoffs. Top 4 teams will have home field advantage week 1. After week 1, it'll be high seed that will have home field advantage. After the regular season playoffs, we will move on to the UPSL national playoffs for a chance of one of these teams in the nation to lift the national trophy in Irvine, California, and lift a nice little $55,000 check to go along with that trophy. They will lift a check that's part of the $155,000. I do not have the exact on what that final check will be, but $155,000 is on the line throughout the national playoffs. There's cash awarded throughout the weeks of the national tournament. "11 minutes in so far, 0-0 between Kalonji Pro Profile and Albion SC Atlanta. You are watching UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action right here on ASMG TV. My name is Larry Weaver. Thank you for so much for watching. Kalonji Pro Profile able to go through center circle, trying to move forward on Albion SC Atlanta, not able to do so. Trying to work down this near line is Albion FC, has to lay it off. Lifted forward, cut off by Kamani Irving. Nice triangle work there with Kalonji, able to release it, not able to get it to Kalen. Daniel Tomasi trying to pressure the Albion man. Demise also. Kareem Tamimi. All the way back to the Albion keeper. He'll go centrally to his center back, who will lay it off to. Cut off again. Now Kareem Tamimi. He's going to let a ball go forward, and offsides is Hilton. He just was a couple steps off there. That was an interesting opportunity for Kalonji Pro Profile there. Ramos gets the start tonight in the right back position for Kalonji Pro Profile over the man of the match the last few matches, Medard. He's had 2 braces in 2 matches for Kalonji. Thin benches on both sides here this Wednesday night. Remember, in the UPSL, each team can have up to 7 substitutions per match. No Those substitutions can come at any time. They do not have to be in allotted, scheduled opportunities. Cut off in center circle, but Kareem Tamimi comes back, wins it for a second, loses it again. Kalonji now. He'll give it over to Kareem Tamimi. Tamimi, that one off of the Albion man. Now, here comes another opportunity for Kalonji. He goes down. No foul is called there. That was very dangerous as that was just inside the box on Hilton. But no foul called on the Albion man. Pavlatsky able to get that one forward to Kalen Kalonji. He gets around one man, trying to get around the second, none able to do so. Cleared away by Albion. Demise, good acrobatic clearance over there to his teammate and center back, Kamani Irving. He'll go forward to Ramos. Excuse me, that is Argueta, number 17. Some of the youngsters of the Kalonji Pro Profile Academy getting starts tonight. We got to see some of those players in the last match. Later on in the match, coming on and getting a few minutes tonight, they'll get the start. Pavlatsky with a ball forward to Tamimi. Tamimi gets around the defender, trying to get around the keeper. He's able to do so. He's in the box all alone. Kareem Tamimi! And just like that, Kareem Tamimi puts on a show and puts it into the back of the net. 1-0 for the home side. Take a look at that. He gets around the defender, drops him, gets around the keeper, and now it's just him being able to put it into the back of the net, and he just puts it home for the 1-0 lead. One nil, Kalonji Pro Profile. That goal coming in the 16th minute for Kareem Tamimi. Albion looking to strike back quickly. You know, we always say here at ASMG TV, hashtag response time. That first 5 minutes after a goal is when your opponent likes to counterattack and get right back an equalizer. Cut off by Daniel Tomasi. He gets it forward to Tamimi, who gives it right to Kalen Kalonji, trying to thread the needle to Hilton, and Zane Hilton not able to get there. It goes right back to the keeper. Nothing the keeper could do on that opportunity for Tamimi, as the center back goes down and he has to come out to try to do what he can to stop Tamimi, but nothing that he could do, and Tamimi just puts it right into the box perfectly. Just puts his nice little guided pass into the back of the net. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Didn't try to think about it too much. Just put it where it needed to be. Now, here's another opportunity for Kalonji. Lose possession. Albion able to get through there. It's a little here and there and everywhere, but they're able to pull that off. It'll be a throw for Kalonji, taken quickly by Grant Carr. The Statesman back in the lineup. Had professional stints in Germany over the seasons. Now, here's an opportunity. Offsides was Argueta. Argueta might get in a little bit of trouble. No, he's not. And say he continued on even after the flag was up and the whistle was blown. He finished off that attack. Sometimes the center official will take a little unkindly to that continuance of play. in the 19th minute, Kalonji Pro Profile 1, Albion SC Atlanta 0. Not the score line that Potros FC would want to see, as they would like an opportunity in that final match this weekend to have an opportunity to lift a second regular season title, as they were able to lift the regular season title last spring for the first time. Christopher Uwanga has put together another fantastic squad over there at Potros FC. They are definitely going to be a force to reckon with as they go through the playoffs. That ball going all the way through. Demise is going to be able to nick it away and knock it out for a throw for Albion SC. Stands right now, Potros will be one of the 4 teams that will be home field advantage. Currently, the other 2 are Georgia Revolution, who have put on a fantastic spring season, and Dalton United. But they are tied, Dalton United are tied with UMA FC at 20 points. So depending on what both of those teams do on decision day, could result in UMA getting their first home field playoff match. Georgia Athletic just behind both of those teams with 18 points. They would like to spoil the party. Right now it's looking like they will be on the road. Now here comes Albion SC. Nice ball through Demise and through Kamani, but just not enough on that ball. And it will go right to Sakui. He goes down holding his face. I believe he's trying to say that he had gotten a little bit of extracurricular, and that one will be another offsides for Kalonji. Albion SC Atlanta doing very, very well with the offside trap here in these first 21 minutes. I've already gotten Kalonji Pro Profile multiple times on that offside trap. Pro Profile. Arqueta trying to get around the first man, lays it off to Tamimi. Tamimi wasn't ready. He'll run it down. Trying to dance around the defender, not able to do so. Gives it to Arqueta. Arqueta able to hit the brakes and sends the man to the deck. Gives it over to Hilton. Hilton, take a shot! Oh, just over the bar. That was a great little drop there by Arqueta on the Albion man. You see right here on the replay, you see as Tamimi lays this over to Arqueta, and he hits the brakes right there and sends the man onto the deck, slides it over to Hilton. Hilton will take the shot, and over the top bar, out for a goal kick. Like I said, it did rain just before the match here at Charlie Jordan Field. So this turf probably going to be very slick and very fast. I had an opportunity to be on the pitch before the match, and it was absolutely pristine, as it always is. But definitely you could feel how slick it was going to be. Demise now. He'll get that one to Kalen Kalonji. Kalonji hits the brakes, works around the turn, gives it to Daniel Tomasi. Kalen trying to thread that to Hilton, not able to do so. Albion trying to work the near side. Goes down, and it will be a foul. Albion FC over the ball. Good shot right through and in. And it did not go in. It looked like it there for a second. But it will be a corner for Albion SC. We'll take a look at that replay again. Because, man, did that not look like it went in? Wow. Take a look at this again. You see this strike. And it's a beautiful strike. And it was... Lionel Sakui was able to touch it. It hit the American football and went behind. But with the pace of it, it almost looked like it went in. And this will be an in-swinger for Albion. All the way through, touched. And that one's over the bar and out for a goal kick. But man, that strike, it had a lot of pace to it. And it was so quick, and it hit and went behind. It almost looked like from here that it went into the back of the net and just caught me off guard here in the press box. Quickly taken by Lionel Sakui. Kalonji looking to add to their total here in the 26th minute. Kamani not able to get that pass all the way over to the other side of the pitch. Cut off by Albion. Now they will try to work this near side again. Hilton gets that forward to Argueta. Argueta got a touch on it, but it's going to roll out. It'll be a throw. Working down here on the near side. Again, Albion SC Atlanta trying to utilize this near line. No foul is called there. Pavlotsky sends a beautiful ball forward to Hilton, but that one will be knocked away. It'll be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile in the final third of Albion SC Atlanta. Again, you look at some of the possibilities. If this match would end in a draw, if Kalonji Pro Profile ended the season with 2 draws and Potros FC won their final match, Kalonji Pro Profile would still win the regular season title based upon the #1 differential, which is head-to-head competition, which is a draw between Potros and Kalonji. It would then go to the second tiebreaker, which would be points, and Kalonji Pro Profile with more points than Potros FC, more goals than Potros FC, would see them lift the trophy. This Albion FC Atlanta team, they came into this match 3-5-2 with 16 goals. Kalonji Pro Profile 9-1-1 with 45 goals. Potros FC with 37 goals. There's a ball from Daniel Tomasi in and grabbed by the keeper. Georgia Revolution with 35 goals. Dalton with 29. UMA with 37. So a lot of those top teams with a good, hefty amount of goals for them on this spring season. 13 goals, 13 matches played by each of these 14 teams. We will have 2 teams from Division I be promoted at the end of their playoff campaign. We'll see who is going to join in this next premier season, as we already have some new faces that are going to join us in the fall. And there is going to be a foul committed on Albion. And this will be a dangerous, dangerous opportunity for them. See this ball moving down the far side this time and just taken down by Daniel Tomasi. This will be a good opportunity for them. One of the high-profile faces that is going to be in the fall season will be Chattanooga FC2. They are coming to the Premier Division in the fall. Here comes Albion FC's chance here. Lifted into the box, tried to head it down, straight up into the air, in the box, still bouncing, headed back again, cleared by Demise. We have a couple other potential high-profile names that could be coming into the Premier Division. More news to come. We'll do a drop ball here from center official as he had to go back and check on Kamani Irving as he was down in the box. I think he just had a glancing blow with Irving as everyone was jumping for those headers in the box. Grant Carr not able to get there. He'll kind of collide with the man. Earn the foul. Trying to plead his case with the center ref, but not a whole lot of pleading you can do there. 31 minutes are just about over here at Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School. It's 1-0 Kalonji Pro Profile and Albion SC Atlanta. That goal coming in the 6th minute by Kareem Tamimi. That was a foul there on Demise. Unfortunately, I have a full roster for Kalonji Pro Profile. Albion SC Atlanta did not turn in a roster to the commentary team. I'll tell you a few of the players out there is a couple of those players, former Seas United players. And there's a takeaway from Albion. Trying to stand him up is Argueta. And that one will be knocked off of Demise. It'll go out. It'll be a throw. Back in play. Kalonji trying to hold off the attack. Cleared away. Kareem Tamimi trying to get up there and really put pressure on the keeper. He's going to clear it. It'll be a throw. Argueta will give this to Grant Carr for the throw in. He will give it to Daniel Tomasi. Daniel Tomasi and Kalen Kalonji just coming off of their time with the MLS Next program with Kalonji Pro Profile back in the UPSL roster as we get ready for the playoffs. Expect this Kalonji team to have a stacked roster for the playoffs. Offsides was Kalen Kalonji. Wasn't off by much, but again, Albion SC Atlanta with that offside trap working very successfully. Albion will get us back underway here in the 34th minute. all the way through. It'll be a throw for Kalonji. This Albion SC team, they have 2 more matches to play. They'll play Pachuca, Georgia this weekend, and then they will have a makeup game next Wednesday. They'll be a part of the last match of the season against Lamino, Georgia. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji on the far side. That ball just a little too far in front. The keeper wasn't able to get there. Cleared away for corner. That was interesting to say the least. Keeper came out, wasn't able to control it. Good collision there. This will be an outswinger by Daniel Tomasi, looking to take it short. He'll instead take it long into the box. Kareem Tamimi there, but a foul going to be committed by him, and it is out for a free kick in the box. Like I said, Kalonji Pro Profiles' last match will be this Sunday here at Charlie Jordan Field, and it will be the Shiloh Derby. Kalonji Pro Profile taking on SSL. That match will be live on ASMG TV. Bringing you all the coverage. If Kalonji Pro Profile are able to win this match, we will have extended coverage during that match for the regular season title trophy presentation to Kalonji Pro Profile. Kareem Tamimi's able to control it. Lays it off to Argueta. He's onside, and it's in the back of the net for Argueta. Goal for Kalonji Pro Profile, 2-0. And this all comes from the eyes of Kareem Tamimi. You see him, he controls the ball. He sees Argueta over there all by himself, slots it across. He stays onside, dinks it over the keeper into the back of the net for the 2-0 lead. That goal coming in the 37th minute. Jason Argueta with the goal, assisted by Kareem Tamimi. Lionel Sakui going on a walk through the track to pick up that ball so that we can get back underway. A throw in by Grant Carr. I have a player for Albion that's assisting grabbing a ball on the other side of the pitch. Working through the back defensive line, cut off by Kalonji. Hilton able to control it. Zane Hilton still has it. Working around the Albion man, he hits the brakes. Able to release it. Kareem Tamimi trying to get there, but it's going to get into the hands of the Albion keeper. That'll be knocked out. It'll be a corner for Albion. Albion will be keeping a keen eye this weekend on the final match of the season for Fountain City FC as their closest rival in the relegation spots, and they'll be taking on Dalton United down at Otis Spencer Stadium on Saturday. Here comes the in-swinger. Lionel Sakui is able to punch it away. Wasn't extremely effective, but still got it away. That one's still in the box. It'll roll into Sakui's hands. He will go ahead and throw this one out to Tamimi. Tamimi trying to hold off the defender, not able to do so. And that one will be knocked out by the keeper. It'll be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. So depending on what Fountain City FC does in that final home game against Dalton United. Dalton United is a team that has not traveled very well this spring season. So we'll see what happens as they've got to travel from Dalton, Georgia, all the way down to Columbus, Georgia. And it's well over 2 hours down to Columbus, Georgia, to Otis Spencer Stadium. And then the second match down there at Otis Spencer Stadium as a part of the doubleheader will be FC Columbus Elite and Potros FC at 7 o'clock. Argueta is onside, but he wasn't able to control it and allowed the defender of Albion to knock it out for a throw. Also on Saturday at 7 o'clock, it'll be Georgia Revolution taking on Lamino, Georgia. Lamino, Georgia having a really good spring season, the first season back in the Premier Division after, oh, what a sensational goal from Daniel Tumasi. Young man with just a stunning strike. The audacity of the young man. Take a look at this goal. Lays it off to Daniel Tumasi. He's 35 yards out, and he just takes it all by himself and puts that in the back of the net for a 3-0 lead. I didn't even hold up the commentary as I was not expecting Tumasi to take a audacious shot like that in the 42nd minute. We always like to say a shot like that is a la the Atlanta Elephants from several seasons back. They were a team that was known to take long strikes like that from 30, 40 yards out at will. Trying to sneak that one through, gets it to Pavlotsky. He will just work it backwards, give it to Tamimi. What a ball right to the keeper. He's trying to thread that for Argueta's second, but not able to do so. I did not even think that Tumasi was going to have an opportunity from that distance, but I will ask for forgiveness because that was sensational from 35 yards out. Pavlotsky, Irving, Tumasi through center circle. He gets that one forward. Kalen Kalonji was going to be offsides. Good work by Kalonji. He saw that he was going to be offsides and just elected to just slow it down. So perfect start of this makeup match on this Wednesday night for Kalonji Pro Profile. They always seem to end a regular season with a game or two in hand that sees them find their way at the top of the table, and that once again it's going to be that way. did have the opportunity to win the regular season playoffs both in the spring and the fall of 24, represented Georgia in the national tournament and lost in the round of 32 both times by what was going to end up being the national champion, Soda City FC. So I am sure that this Kalonji Pro Profile team has a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They want to get back and have one more crack at Soda City FC if they even make it into the regular season playoffs, national playoffs, because it is really, really competitive down in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. They're at the top of the table, but they have a lot of teams right there with them, as the Mid-Atlantic is split into two divisions with so many teams now in the Mid-Atlantic. Now here comes Kareem Tamimi here on the near side. He'll take the shot, deflected off of Albion. Just about done with the first 45 plus stoppage time, which will only be 1 minute. Fourth official noted 1 minute of stoppage time. Tried to deflect that off of Grant Carr was Gary Daniel of Albion SC, the former Seas United man. Kalonji, he has it, slides it across, and he somehow, some way, doesn't go in. It was a little bit behind Kareem Tamimi, and it was just enough of a distance to allow the Albion keeper to jump and grab that ball before it went into the back of the net. Grant Carr gives it to Argueta. Carr and Tumasi, now over to Kamani Irving. Demise, he has space to work. He'll go forward to Ramos. Ramos makes a turn, loses possession. Now forward, but that's cut off by Demise. He'll go back to Sakui, and that will end the first 45 here at Charlie Jordan Field, the campus of Shiloh High School. We end the first 45 with the score: Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Albion SC Atlanta 0. Brought to you by Images Frozen in Time. This UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action here on Wednesday evening. We will step away for a few minutes for a halftime, allow you to get a beverage and a snack, and come back. We'll do 45 more here at Charlie Jordan Field. It's Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Albion FC Atlanta 0. Welcome back here to Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School for this UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action. It's Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Albion FC Atlanta 0. Larry Weaver bringing you all the action here in Snellville, Georgia. Chock-a-block of goals in that first half for Kalonji Pro Profile. Kareem Tamimi with the first goal in the 16th minute. And then number 17, Argueta, with a goal in the 36th minute. And then Daniel Tumasi with that unbelievable strike in the 41st minute to get the 3-0 lead here in the Georgia Conference Week 16, the final week of the season. This is the last makeup game for Kalonji Pro Profile. They're currently 1 point in the lead at the top of the table over Potros FC. This match, if it ends the way it is right now, it will guarantee a regular season title for Kalonji Pro Profile, as it'll just put that final match for Potros just 1 point too far for them to make up, as they're going to take on Fountain City FC. Or, excuse me, FC Columbus Elite. I'll spit it out eventually. Kalonji Pro Profile gets us underway in the second 45. They're in the all-white kits. They're moving from left to right. Albion FC in the blue kits, moving from right to left. That ball a little too far for Zane Hilton to get to. It'll go out for a throw for Albion. Yeah, Potros taking on FC Columbus Elite down there at Otis Spencer Stadium at 3 p.m. Something like that. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? I'll spit all these words out. 7 o'clock. Excuse me. 7 o'clock. Was looking at the UPSL website, and they're on Pacific time. 7 o'clock Eastern, as it is 3 o'clock is the Fountain City and Dalton match. Pavlatsky sends this one forward. Tamimi trying to get in front of the defender. He's not going to be able to do so. So guaranteed home field advantage is going to be on the cards for Kalonji Pro Profile and Potros FC, as well as Georgia Revolution. Those 3 teams cannot be overpassed, so they all will have home field advantage. Theoretically, Lamino, Georgia does have 2 games. They could technically catch up to Georgia Revolution, but they would still have a home field match. They would take down Dalton United's opportunity for the last home field advantage. There's a ton of scenarios that are still up in the air for who's going to play who's even going to make it into the playoffs, and more. So we are going to have a ton of items to cover for you on Decision Day this Sunday. This Saturday, ASMG will be providing coverage of the UPSL Georgia Conference Women's Division. We will be bringing you the Middle Georgia Peaches match against North Georgia United. That match will be broadcasted on the UPSL Soccer main channel on YouTube. Catch that match at 3 o'clock down in Dublin, Georgia. Foul going to be committed there. Center official wants that ball a couple yards back than what Kaylin Kalonji tried to start off with. You see our referee for tonight, Ben Abrams, our center official. Gunwin Park and Ezra Hoffman are 2 ARs, and Aiden Moore is our 4th official. Thank our officials for all their hard work in the UPSL. Kalonji able to at least put that ball on a track for the goal, but easily controlled by the Albion keeper. Will go down at least as a shot on goal. Not that it was of any danger for the Albion keeper. Over to the far side is Albion's attack, but cut off by Kalonji. Demise lays it off for Captain Kamani Irving. Over here to Ramos. Ramos has a little bit of space to work. He'll elect to just go right back to Demise. Kamani with a long ball forward, trying to get that to Hilton. The keeper having to head it. That was an awkward clearance by the keeper, but a clearance nonetheless. Leads to a corner for Kalonji Pro Profile. That was, and it'll be quickly taken short by Argueta. Ramos into the box, out of control, but it'll be nicked off. It'll be another corner as Hilton got around the ball, but just a little bit of a nick off of a defender of Albion, and it will be another corner. Tumasi will line up another short one for Kalonji. Thought about taking it, holds up, takes it the second time, still spilled, cleared by Albion FC Atlanta, and a foul committed on the Albion man will be a free kick for Albion here in the 51st minute. Albion keeper having to work overtime in these first few minutes of the second half. Collision there between the two players. Albion man wanted the foul, but they got the throw instead about 20 yards farther down the pitch. So ends up being a win-win for them. Remember, it is the dark gray line that is the touch line here at Charlie Jordan Field. Kind of hard to see up here in the press box. Hopefully you can see it on the broadcast. Back underway is Albion. They'll go over to the far side, able to control it. Kalonji win it, try to attack immediately, go through center circle. Tried to get that pass to Masi was Argueta, and it was just a little bit off, but Argueta's going to win it back to me. Oh, Tamimi trying to get it to Kalonji, and the defender for Albion just able to get a foot on it and cut that pass off. Grant Carr with a massive tackle there. He comes over to help the man up. Argueta is going to get to this ball as it's deflected off of the Albion man. Slots it across, trying to get it to Zane. Zane Hilton is offside. Again, we will give you more information as the final tallies come in on Sunday, decision day, for the ASMG end of season awards. We will be handing out during the playoffs the awards for the Golden Boot, Golden Glove, Manager of the Season, and Coach of the Season. Right now, Potros' Inzario Mbamio in the lead of the Golden Boot race by 5 goals. It is all but done for him, unless something miraculously happens on that decision day. Here's an opportunity. almost catch Kamani Irving off on that back pass, but he's able to shield off the player. A few of the awards have already been decided upon with the ASMG staff. Here comes Tamimi! Deflected off of the keeper, out for a corner. We will tell you who will be receiving those awards on Sunday. The only one that I will give you early is that we will be awarding the Golden Glove Award to Kalonji Pro Profiles David Magala posthumously, as he was the top keeper at the time of his untimely death. So we thought it was fitting to give it to him. There's an opportunity, but he would have been offsides anyways. We at ASMG just thought it was fitting to give it to David. Substitution for Albion SC. 2 players coming on for them. Again, unfortunately, Albion SC did not give us a roster. Zane Hilton trying to control that ball, not able to do so. It'll roll out, it'll be a goal kick. Knocked away. It'll be a Kalonji throw here as we roll into the 57th minute. Again, Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Albion SC Atlanta 0. As always, this spring season brought to you by Images Frozen in Time. Here's an opportunity for Albion. Shot way over the bar and out for a goal kick. During the buildup of that play, somebody here on the near side lost a shin guard. That ball was blasted all the way to Grayson. Said it did rain for a time before this match. A shot taken there that would have been audacious. Here comes substitutions for Kalonji Pro Profile. 76 degrees right now. It'll be the end of the night for Zane Hilton. For Povalatsky. And one more player to come off. And I believe that was Grant Carr who came off. Bedard makes an entrance into this match. Let's see if Bedard can continue to add to his tally. He has been putting some goals on the score sheet these last few weeks. Instantly gets involved. Be a throw for Albion. Argueta cuts that throw off. Chari came in for Grant Carr. So Nathan getting an opportunity to get some time in. Or number 16 over there on that far side. And it was Wanja Medard who came on for Zane Hilton. And then Sam Pavlotsky comes off, and Josh Pavlotsky comes on. So Pavlotsky for Pavlotsky in the midfield. Medard has it, lays it off to Tamimi. Tamimi hits it. Deflected off of the defender. He still fights for it, tries to spin with it, unable to do so. But in the back of the net by Medard. He had to make one in, and he got it here in the 60th minute. Wanja Medard has just had a pair of shooting boots on these last few weeks, and it is now 4-0. See this ball come over to the near side. Medard is able to keep it in play. He gives it off to Tamimi. It's bounced around. They're fighting for it. It comes right to him, and he pokes it right past the two defenders and into the back of the net for the 4-0 lead. So after about 15 minutes of nothing really happening in this second half, Medard getting on the board again for Kalonji Pro Profile. Medard, that'll be his 7th of the season. He just all of a sudden is just shot up the table. 3 other players with 7 goals on the season, one of them being Kareem Tamimi until the beginning of this match. He now has 8, tied with Mark Bonneau and Usman Fall, Potros and SSL men. Emmanuel Lom. Here's a shot in the back of the net for Albion SC Atlanta, and they get a consolation goal here in the 63rd minute by number 16. Caught this Kalonji Pro Profile team taking a nap here. You see this ball working around on that far side. Lays it off. He has some space. And just slots it right past the defense and in the back of the net. Now 4-1. They will not go quietly. That one will go out. It'll be a throw for Albion. Josh Pavlotsky with another goal attempt that was little more than feasible. And a yellow card is going to be issued for a foul to Kalonji Pro Profile. Not quite sure if that one was on Chari or if that one was on Kamani Irving, as they were right next to each one another. Back underway is Albion. They headed, and that one hits the top bar and it goes out for a goal kick. Almost quickly became 4-2. That ball had eyes for the back of the net. Back underway. Kalonji Pro Profile looking to settle the match down just a little bit. Want to see if they can continue this goal scoring. We talked about this many, many times before. This Kalonji Pro Profile team is not a team that is known to park the bus and just see a match out. They attack from the first minute to the 90th minute. So far, the only team that has defeated Kalonji Pro Profile this season, Georgia Revolution. They also defeated Kalonji Pro Profile last season. Headed away by Lionel Sakui. Coach Morrison putting together a wonderful squad down there for Georgia Revolution in McDonough, Georgia. Nice little flick heel into center circle by Albion. And that pass is cut off. Tried to get a little cheeky with it. And there's a ball trying to get it to Kalen Kalonji. He runs that down, gets around the keeper, but he cannot control it enough. And it goes out for a goal kick. Kalen had a chance there. Just wasn't able to control it as that pass was very slow and lethargic, trying to get it back to the keeper. Tamimi will get called for that foul, and he'll get a yellow card for his troubles here in the 67th minute. I'd expect to probably see Tamimi's day will be over soon, as he's usually one of the early substitutions for Kalonji Pro Profile in these last few weeks. The veteran, the old Atlanta United two-man. Not able to get to Kalen Kalonji. Here comes Medard. Medard's going to make it through the two defenders. He's going to lay it off to Kalen Kalonji! What a sensational goal for Kalonji Pro Profile. Medard giving that ball to Kalen Kalonji and let him put that right through the back of the net for the 5th goal of the night for Kalonji Pro Profile. you take a look at this, Bedard, he hits the afterburners, gets past the first defender, is right with the second one, lays it off, and all Kalen had to do was place that past the keeper into the back of the net, and it is 5 for Kalonji Pro Profile. This is all gonna seal the deal for Kalonji Pro Profile. Substitutions ready to go for them. And it looks like it'll be the end of the day for Argueta. And going to be the end of the day for just the goal scorer, Kalen Kalonji, who scored in the 69th minute. Some of these young players of the Kalonji Pro Profile Academy getting some opportunity to play these last few matches of the regular season. You would expect that their opportunities may come in the playoffs as well as there are some really wiry. No foul called there against Bedard, but that is going to be offsides. There are some veterans that you would also expect to see Kalonji Pro Profile call on in the playoffs as they have done in seasons past. The likes of Tony Tiente, who is on the bench. Wilfred Camden Chopa, I would expect to see in the playoffs. Junior Sandoval will also probably make an appearance at some point. Maybe even the likes of Thierry Jules. So many players on this Kalonji team, but that's what the UPSL has always recommended for these clubs, is to maintain a very healthy roster. That way, if you have players that are on assignment to college or other options like MLS Next, your squad doesn't suffer. Here's an opportunity for Albion. They're not able to control it. It goes back to Lionel Sakui. With the UPSL being one of the rare organizations that plays year-round, unlike the likes of the MPSL, the USL, 2, MLS Next. They have it. Here's a chance for Medard in the back of the net. What a sensational! This young man is going to be a superstar. Owanja Medard with another goal all by himself to make it 6-0. This is going to go onto the highlight reel for sure for the month of June. Look at this ball. He takes it all the way over from the near side, passes it to himself, and then slots it past the keeper. Unbelievable, young man. 72nd minute. It is now 6-1. If Medard had maybe just another 2 matches, another week or two, he may have been able to catch up to Nazario and Palmio, because he has just, that is his 3rd brace in just the 3 last matches for, oh, what a goal for Albion SC. Wow, oh, wow. Another goal for number 16, and that one, he says, if Bedard can do it, I can do it better. Look at this. This ball over to number 16. He gets around Chari and just lifts it right off the post and into the back of the net. And it is 6-2. That one coming in the 74th minute. Two goals for number 16. Trying to thread it down the near post, just a little too long, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Still awaiting confirmation of the score of the match between Pachuca, Georgia and FC Columbus Elite. As that match has concluded. Still 15 minutes to go. Still anything is possible here in the UPSL Georgia Conference. Down here to the near side to Ramos. Ramos has space. He'll lay it off to Pavlotsky. Pavlotsky, he'll lift it forward. And Bedard is going to be called offsides. I don't know if that one was a right call. They'll take it quickly because Bedard came way from behind. Have to see if the camera angle showed it, if he was offside or not. That ball will make it to Lionel. Lionel will let it roll to him, and he just rolls it to Ramos right past the attacking. Go over. Working over on the near or far side. That ball went out, so it will be I believe they're calling that a throw, or are they calling that a foul? It did go out. It will be a throw. Back to the keeper and back underway for Albion. 78th minute, we are in. Kalonji Pro Profile 6. Albion SC Atlanta 2. It was 3-0 at halftime. That ball forward into center circle, deflected. It's in Kalonji's possession. Kamani Irving, it bounces off. That will be played as an advantage as it was a handball. Losing possession, Kalonji will come back and they will take this ball about 45, 46 yards out. This is the final week of the UPSL Georgia Conference spring season. Ramos gives it to Tamimi. He flicks it right back to Ramos. Ramos still has it, gets around the man. Shot taken! Oh my, Ramos! What a goal! He did not give up on the opportunity and wins the goal for Kalonji Pro Profile. You see right here, he doesn't give up, hits it with his left, and right laser beamed into the top corner for the goal. 7-2. Kalonji Pro Profile are just putting up the numbers tonight. Here's another chance. Already on the attack again. Kalonji Pro Profile smell blood in the water. Body on the squad wants to put one into the back of the net now. This Albion SC Atlanta team just need to focus on keeping this match. Here's a chance for Kalonji, cleared away. This Albion SC Atlanta team, all they need to do is to continue on and see if they can see this match or see the rest of this season out, as they need to secure a couple points if they do not want to get relegated here in this regular season. Substitution for SC Atlanta. But they really need, this SC Atlanta team, they really need to find a point, or maybe even 3, if they want to find themselves out of the relegation spot. Free kick for him here in the 81st minute. That one well over the bar, out for a goal kick. As of right now, they are in the second relegation spot, as FC Birmingham is already been relegated to Division 1. Albion SC Atlanta, they are in the second spot. They have 8 points. Fountain City FC in 12th. They have 9 points. FC Columbus Elite in 10th with 12. So those 2 matches that Albion has left against Pachuca and against Lamino, they really need to get a point, if not maybe even if they want to see themselves retain a place in the Premier Division in the fall. Cramp for a Albion man. It looks like it is number 10. I believe that's Gary Daniel. He has been all over the pitch for Albion. Again, Albion did not give us rosters. Give us a chance to look at these fixtures that will be the final week of the UPSL Georgia Conference. You can see right now 7-2 with Kalonji Pro Profile on Saturday. 3 o'clock, Fountain City FC taking on Dalton United. 5 o'clock, FC Birmingham taking on UMA. 7 o'clock, Otis Spencer Stadium, FC Columbus Elite, Potros FC. Over in McDonough, Georgia Revolution taking on Lamino, Georgia. Sunday, we will bring you Georgia Athletic SC taking on North Georgia United at 2 o'clock. Albion SC Atlanta will take on Pachuca at 7 o'clock. We will also bring you the Shiloh Derby, Kalonji Pro Profile and SSLFC, 7:30 here again at Charlie Jordan Field. And then on Wednesday, Lamino, Georgia will take on Albion FC Atlanta. And that will do it for the regular season. And then the playoffs will start up immediately after. You look at the leaderboard as it stands. This is the way it stands right now. If this match ends the way it does, it would put Kalonji Pro Profile in first place, locked with 31 points. They will win the regular season title here in the Premier Division yet again. Potros FC, they are currently in second place. Georgia Revolution right behind them on their heels. Dalton United, UMA, both with 20 points. Georgia Athletic and Lamino, Georgia with 18. Last place of the playoffs, number 8, North Georgia United. They have 14, but Pachuca, Georgia, and SSL and FC Columbus Elite are all within striking distance. North Georgia needs to get points this weekend if they want to secure a playoff spot, which is a really amazing to say because we look at the beginning of this season and North Georgia United were in the driver's seat of this Premier Division for quite some time before they started to slide after losing their star striker slash winger, Emmanuel Lom, due to injury. He was out for several weeks, only been back for the last 2 matches. Ronald Maradiaga was not able to continue racking up goals as he did not have his striking partner. Another thing to note for North Georgia United, we'll see if they have the services of Mendiola as he was injured last weekend. We'll see if he is able to be fit for decision day. Denise cuts that one off. Pavlotsky. That ball come over here to the near side to Ramos. Kareem Tamimi still on the pitch here in the 87th minute. Still fighting for the ball. Kalonji win it. Shot taken! What a goal for Kalonji Pro Profile. Pick one. They've all been sensational. Another one, and this one coming from one of the youngsters of this squad, number 10, Isaac Tumasi. And look at this ball. It starts from Tamimi continuing to fight and then gives it over to Tumasi, and he just laser beams that one into the back of the net for number 8. Kalonji continuing to fight as we are rolling into the 89th minute. I would not expect much, if any, stoppage time with the goals being as lopsided as they are right now. Ramos with the long throw in to Daniel Tumasi. He's trying to do what his brother just did. That one just a little off the mark. two Tomasis with goals, Medard with a brace, Kalonji with a goal, Argueta with a goal, Tamimi with a goal. Just all smiles down there on the Kalonji Pro Profile bench. Bruno Kalonji had an opportunity to have a conversation with him before the match. He felt extremely confident in their chances tonight. Offsides. And you can see why Bruno was so confident. And it's the youngsters who have been putting the ball in the back of the net for Kalonji Pro Profile. That ball is going to be knocked out. We'll see if we get any stoppage time. The fourth official is going to the board. That ball is going to roll all the way back to the Albion keeper. 1 minute of stoppage time. We are going to get 1 extra minute. As we have reached the 90. And we will get the 1 final minute of stoppage time. Nothing that Albion SC Atlanta can do at this point, and nothing that anyone else in the Georgia Conference will be able to do in the Premier Division. Here's another opportunity. Back of the net. Owanja Medard gets his third of the night. The hat trick is complete for Owanja Medard. And it is 9-2. And look at this ball. Tamimi just chops it forward. Medard has the space and just smashes it past the keeper for the 9-2 lead. And that is all over here at Charlie Jordan Field, the campus of Shiloh High School. Kalonji Pro Profile 9 and Albion SC Atlanta 2. Kalonji Pro Profile will win the regular season title for the spring season Premier Division. Amazing, amazing. But don't count out the other teams that are in this division, because a brand new season starts in just a week, and that is the playoffs. You look at those teams that are going to make it into the playoffs. As it stands right now, Kalonji Pro Profile at the top of the table with 31 points. Potros FC, second place. They will host a match. Georgia Revolution, Dalton United, UMA, Georgia Athletic, Lamino Georgia, North Georgia United. Those are your top 8 teams. Top 4 will have home field advantage the first week. Bottom 4 will be on the road. After that, top seed has home field advantage for the remainder of the playoffs. You win the playoffs, you go to the national tournament. Have a chance to make it to the finals in Irvine, California, and win a title and a portion of the $155,000 that's on the line. Well, that will do it for today. Again, look at the matches for the rest of this week 16. we will bring you Georgia Athletic and North Georgia United on Sunday at 2 o'clock, Father's Day. And then on Sunday at 7:30, the Shiloh Derby, Kalonji Pro Profile and SSLFC, 7:30, right back here. That'll do it for all of our staff here at Charlie Jordan Field. Do not forget to like and subscribe and get all of our content, including podcast interviews, highlights, and so much more than our live action. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Larry Weaver. We'll see you next time right here on ASMG TV.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.